What does it mean to build a roadmap to financial success? To us, that means taking everything we've talked about and applying it. It means having a firm understanding of your expenses and knowing how much you need to charge parents to both cover your expenses and pay yourself what you deserve to be paid. It means never receiving a surprise tax bill. It also means reviewing your financials each month, identifying lower performing areas and developing a plan for improvement. A cycle of continuous improvement is extremely important to keep a business at the top of its game. Think of it as a workout plan for your business. Continuous improvement is a systematic review of your service and process performance with a focus on ongoing incremental improvement. The continuous improvement cycle entails the following steps. 1. Identify and plan. 2. Do. 3. Check. 4. Act. Step 1. Identify and plan. The first step is to identify and plan for improvements that need to be made. How can you identify areas of your business that you need to improve on? A formal way to approach the identify and plan step is to complete a SWOT analysis of your business. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, and so a SWOT analysis is a technique for assessing these 4 aspects of your business. A SWOT analysis is a tool that can help you analyze what your company does best now, so you can devise a successful strategy for the future. It can also uncover areas of the business that are holding you back or that your competitors could exploit if you don't protect yourself. A SWOT analysis examines both internal and external factors. That is, what's going on inside and outside your organization. Some of these factors will be within your control and some will not. In either case, the wisest action you can take in response will become clearer once you've identified, recorded, and analysed as many factors as you can. A SWOT analysis involves making lists, but so much more too. When you begin to write one list, say strengths, the thought process and research that you'll go through will prompt ideas for the other lists, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And if you compare these lists side by side, you'll notice connections and contradictions, which you'll want to highlight and explore. You may find yourself moving back and forth between your lists frequently, so make the task easier and more effective by arranging your 4 lists together in one view. Avoid relying on your own partial understanding of your organisation. Your assumptions could be wrong. Instead, gather a team of people from a range of functions and levels to build a broad and insightful list of observations. Then, every time you identify a strength, weakness, opportunity or threat, write it down in the relevant part of the SWOT analysis grid for all to see. Let's look at each area in more detail and consider what fits where and what questions you could ask as part of your data gathering. Strengths. These are things that your organisation does particularly well or in a way that distinguishes you from your competitors. Think about the advantages your organisation has over other organisations. These might be the motivation for your staff, access to certain materials, or a strong presence in your community. Your strengths are an integral part of your organisation, so think about what makes it tick. What do you do better than anyone else? What values drive your business? Then, turn your perspective around and ask yourself what your competitors might see as your strengths. What factors mean that you get the sale ahead of them? Weaknesses, like strengths, are inherent features of your organisation, so focus on your people, resources, systems and procedures. Think about what you could improve and the sorts of practices you could avoid. Once again, imagine or try to find out how other people in your market see you. Do they notice weaknesses that you tend to be blind to? Take time to examine how and why your competitors are doing better than you. What are you lacking? Be honest. A SWOT analysis will only be valuable if you gather all the information you need. So it's best to be realistic now and face any unpleasant truths as soon as possible. Opportunities are openings or chances for something positive to happen, but you'll need to claim them for yourself. They usually arise from situations outside your organisation and require an eye to what might happen in the future. They might arise from developments in the market you serve or in the technology you use. Being able to spot and exploit opportunities can make a huge difference to your organisation's ability to compete and take the lead in your market. Think about good opportunities that you can exploit immediately. These don't need to be game changers. Even small advantages can increase your organisation's competitiveness. Are you aware of any interesting market trends, large or small, which could have an impact? You should also watch out for changes in government policy related to your field, and changes in social patterns, population profiles, and lifestyles can all throw up interesting opportunities. Threats include anything that can negatively affect your business from the outside, such as shifts in demand or a shortage of recruits. It's vital to anticipate threats and to take action against them before you become a victim of them and your growth stalls. Always consider what your competitors are doing and whether you should be changing your centre's emphasis to meet the challenge. But remember that what they're doing might not be the right thing for you. So avoid copying them without knowing how it will improve your position. Be sure to explore whether your centre is especially exposed to external challenges. Do you have bad debt or cash flow problems, for example, that could make you vulnerable to even small changes in your market? This is the kind of threat that can seriously damage your business, so be alert. Once you have completed your SWOT analysis listing your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, it's time to create an action plan. You want to ensure that you benefit from the strengths and opportunities you identified and mitigate the risk from your weaknesses and threats. Continuous improvement cycle. Step 2. Do. Execution is key to success. The phrase, a poor strategy well executed is better than a good strategy poorly executed, is well known, and for good reason. All of the work to this point will not make a difference if you don't execute with excellence. Ensure that your team has the resources it needs to deliver on the initiatives in your action plan. Continuous improvement cycle. Step 3. Check. In this phase, you need to check in early and often and make adjustments as needed. The hard work defining the right metrics will enable your success here. Schedule monthly meetings to review your KPIs, targets, and the status of your action plan's initiatives. This will provide valuable feedback to the team on which initiatives are working and which ones are not. Continuous improvement cycle. Step 4. Act. The final step in the continuous improvement cycle is to take the required action to improve your results. Has the team struggled in implementing its initiatives? What skills or resources do they need to enable success? The key is to problem solve where necessary and take action to ensure that the results you want are being achieved. As the name suggests, continuous improvement is a never-ending quest and ongoing journey rather than a destination. Once continuous improvement is integrated into a company's culture, ideas about potential improvements come from all levels of the organisation. A good way to start is to engage everyone. Publicise performance measures and targets. Encourage people to share ideas and reward the ones that contribute to results. Accountability in management is also important as it helps to build trust and strengthens relationships with employees.